Hello students. Hello students. I welcome to all of you to this session of fluid machinery. Dear students, today I will be discussing on cavitation. Okay. So under the centrifugal pump, this is your last part. Okay. So after that, this chapter will be finished. Okay. So let us discuss what do you mean by cavitation, because uh, this before discussing this cavitation, do you know that the concept of the boiling of water, you know that boiling point of water is your 100 degree centigrade, but when you are heating up the water in hilly area like in Darjeeling, then you will see the water is boiling at 90 degree centigrade or 80 degree centigrade or like this. That means the water, why this phenomena is occurring? Because the pressure, you know that the boiling point of a particular substance is depending upon the pressure also. Okay, so in the PVTS diagram, already you know that if it is your PV diagram, so the basically the what happened PVTS diagram in you will see that if you are increasing the pressure, then the temperature, critical temperature, that means your boiling point will be increasing, but if you are decreasing the pressure, then the particular substance like water, it will boil in the temperature below that its critical temperature. Okay, so you know that at 100 degree centigrade the water starts boiling, but if you are decreasing the pressure, then you will see that the water particles start boiling below that the your boiling point of that particular substance like water. Okay, so you will see that it is less than that your boiling point, that is your below 100 degree centigrade, the water gets boiling. Okay, now the cavitation, the definition of cavitation, if say, I say, if I want to say that cavitation is basically, it is defined as the phenomena of formation of vapor bubble. Okay, vapor bubble of a flowing fluid. Fluid means your liquid. Okay, flowing liquid in a region where the pressure of the liquid falls below its vapor pressure, and the sudden collapsing of this vapor bubble in a region of higher of, that means, again I am telling you, the cavitation basically, it is basically is defined as a phenomena, a particular phenomena of formation vapor bubble of flowing liquid. Okay, whatever the liquid is flowing, in that particular flowing liquid the vapor bubble is formed. Okay, flowing liquid in a region where the pressure of the liquid falls below its vapor pressure, and the sudden collapsing of these vapor bubbles in a region of higher pressure. Okay, so in the higher pressure, if the particular vapor bubble is collapsing, then what happened? Higher pressure will be generated, and some extra thrust will be created by that particular vapor bubble when it is burst. Okay, so when the vapor bubble collapse, a very high pressure is created. The liquid, that means the metallic surface, whatever the metallic surface is there, metallic surface above which the liquid is flowing is subjected to this higher pressure, which is causing pitting action. Pitting action means when you are just striking, suddenly the vapor bubble is burst, then we will be getting some kind of thrust or some kind of fluctuation of pressure. Okay, so that is your pitting action on the surface you will experience. Okay, thus the cavities are formed when in this particular surface the vapor bubble is burst, then because of this pitting action the cavity may form. Okay, in the surface of the metallic surface. Okay, and also considerable noise also, it will create some noise and vibration will be produced. Okay, so this is the cavitation. So what I have told, cavitation basically one kind of phenomena of formation of vapor bubble of a flowing liquid in a region where the pressure of the liquid falls below the, you can see their definition. the formation of vapor bubble of a flowing liquid in a region where the pressure of the liquid falls below its vapor pressure, and the sudden collapsing of that vapor bubble in a region of higher pressure. Okay, so to that means what is the why this cavitation, basically it is basically reducing the efficiency of that particular pump. Okay, basically you know that the cavitation, when in the sudden vapor bubble is collapsing, then what happened, there will be some high pressure will be produced in the metal surface, so that there may be some your corrosion erosion, surface of the your surface of the metal surface will be damaged. Okay, and some local what will experience that the energy, that means your efficiency will be in decreasing order. So what are the, that means to reduce this cavitation, what we need to do, the precaution against cavitation, you can see the if I that means I want some remedies. So what we can do, the pressure of the flowing liquid in any part of the hydraulic system should not be fall. Okay, so whatever the pressure in the flowing fluid, it should not be fall below the vapor pressure. Okay, so it should not be fall below the vapor pressure. And if the flowing of liquid is water, then the absolute pressure head should not be below the 2.5 meter of water. Clear? So basically the pressure should be your at least atmospheric pressure. It should not be below the atmospheric pressure. That means at that time, if it is below atmospheric pressure, then vapor pressure will be created. That means if it is your atmospheric pressure, this is your vapor pressure, this is your gas pressure. Okay, so this is your absolute pressure, this is also absolute pressure, but this difference, it is your vacuum pressure. Okay, so this vacuum, because of this vacuum pressure, the vapor bubble will be collapsed, and after that it will damage the surface, metal surface. Okay, surface inside the your inside your the impeller. Okay, so that is your basically you, if you want to your any remedy, if you want any kind of remedy, then you have to make the pressure above the vacuum pressure. Okay, and one more thing, that the special material or coating you can use, that is your aluminium, bronze. Okay, aluminium, bronze coating are there, and the stainless steel. Okay, so these are the coating, aluminium, bronze and stainless steel, which basically which are resisting the material from this fitting action. Okay, now let us discuss about the effect of the cavitation. What are the effect? So effect, you can see, first one is your number one, you can see the metallic surface are damaged and cavities are formed on the surface. Okay, next number two, you can see due to sudden collapse of vapor bubble, considerable noise and vibration are produced. Number three, the efficiency of the turbine decreases due to cavitation. Okay, so these are the problem. Okay, so you know how we can calculate, and what are the parameter, by the help of that we can say that this mass of cavitation, that means the what are the losses we have experienced, so that we can calculate by the help of this Thomas cavitation factor. Okay, so Thomas, by the help of this that is Professor D. Thoma, on here, that means you can see the Thomas cavitation, basically it is named because it is made by Professor Dr. Thoma, D. Thoma. And the equation you can see, sigma, sigma is equal to HB minus HH by H, where HB is what, barometric pressure head, H is the static pressure at the outlet of the turbine. Okay, sorry, of the pump. Okay, and suction, this is your suction head, suction pressure, HS. In case of pump, it is your suction in the pipe, suction pipe, whatever the pressure. and then H is your net head. Okay, now this is basically, you can see, in case of turbine, one more thing you need to know. In case of turbine, this formula is you can see, this is your for in case of reaction turbine. Okay, so in case of reaction turbine, this formula Hb minus Hs by H, where Hm is the Hb is what, barometric head, and it is equal to Hm, atmospheric pressure head, minus H, vapor pressure head. So H atmospheric minus Hv minus Hs by H, where Hb is the barometric pressure head of, in terms of water. Atmospheric pressure is your H at atm, and Hv is the your vapor pressure. Hs is the suction pressure at outlet of the reaction turbine. So it is basically for reaction turbine, clear. And H is the net head of the turbine. So if you want to get in terms of in case of centrifugal pump, so this is your equation in terms of in case of centrifugal pumps. Your what this sigma is equal to Hb minus Hs by HLs by H, and Hb can be written as H atmospheric minus Hb minus Hs minus small hls. This hls is equal to basically head loss due to friction. Okay, hls, head loss due to friction, and rest of the parameter, this is your atmospheric pressure head, this is your vapor pressure head, and this hs is equal to suction pressure head of in meter of water. Okay, so I hope it is clear. Now basically based on this formula you can solve some a numerical. So a numerical, you can see, this is your numerical 23. So basically the Francis turbine, here basically on the turbine it is given, the Francis turbine has manufactured to develop 15,000 horsepower at the head of 81 meter. So power is given, head is given, speed is given 350 rpm. The mean atmospheric pressure at the side of 1.03 kgf per centimeter square. So remember you have to take it in terms of meter per Newton per meter square. Okay, and vapor pressure also given. Calculate the maximum permissible head, that is your Hs, maximum permissible head height of the runner above the tail water level to ensure cavitation free. Okay, the critical cavitation factor of the Francis turbine is given by this. So critical cavitation factor is given, and specific speed is not given, you have to find out. So P given, H given, N given, and P atmospheric is equal to 1.03 kgf per centimeter square. So if you are multiplying it by G, that is your 9.81 and 10 to the power 4, you will be getting in terms of Newton per meter square. So Hm is equal to what? Pa by rho g. So ultimately 10.3 is the H atmospheric pressure, that means atmospheric pressure head. Okay, 10.3, that we all know actually in terms of water it is your 10.3, as the values are given, so that is why we are just finding, we can find out this 10.3. Now next problem, next slide. Vapor pressure is this 0.03. So what is the vapor pressure? This is your vapor pressure, multiplying by 9.81 and 10 to the 4, you will be getting. Now the vapor pressure head is equal to 0.3, clear. Now the critical cavitation factor is given 317 into 10 to the power minus 8 specific speed square. Now specific speed you can find out by the help of this equation. ns is equal to n root p by h to the power 5 by 4. So this is your specific speed 189 rpm. Now put the value. Sigma c is equal to this 0.1132. Now you know that the equation hm is equal to your sigma c is equal to hm minus hb minus hs by h. So put all the value, you will be getting hs, clear. So hs is equal to 0.83 meter. So the maximum permissible head, that means if you are increasing that head, then the cavitation will arise. Okay, so maximum permissible height of is 0.83 above the tail race. Okay, so above the tail race that means the HS is what? Suction pressure head at the outlet of the reaction turbine. So maximum permissible height is this. Okay, so I hope this formula, this numerical is clear. Now today up to this, and so this is the end of the video. Next class we will be discussing the net positive suction head. Okay, so I hope you are getting helpful by the help of this initiative. So please subscribe my channel DM Study Center, and share my video if anybody if it is required for any of your friends. Okay, and don't forget to press the bell icon to get the notification every time. Okay, thank you for listening. Jai Hind.